the story of Jonah. Jonah was a prophet of God, and God told Jonah to go to Nineveh and tell them that because of their wickedness, he was going to destroy them in 40 days. And so what did Jonah do? He went on a boat and went the opposite way. Why did he go the opposite way? Because he hated Nineveh. It was known that Nineveh was the most wicked city in the area, and everyone despised Nineveh. Jonah knew in the back of his mind that if he goes there and tells them that God is going to destroy them in 40 days, that they're going to repent. Jonah knew God's sovereignty and his mercy, and knew if he went there that they would repent and turn away from their evil ways. Jonah hated them so much that he decided to go the other way instead of trying to save them. So he got on a boat headed to Tarshish, which was the opposite direction. While on the boat, God sent a mighty wind, and a storm came so heavily that everyone on the boat was just terrified. And everyone on the boat knew that someone's God was angry. So they cast lots to determine whose God was the one causing the storm. And it fell on Jonah. And it came to be that Jonah was the cause, and everyone figured that out. And Jonah repented and told everyone to throw him overboard to appease God's anger so they would survive. In doing so, the other people on the boat turned from their other gods and made sacrifices and turned to the Lord. So while Jonah was in the water, a giant fish swallowed him whole. And while he was in the belly of the beast, he prayed and repented and lamented to God. And he was in there for 3 days. It is believed that he died while he was in there, because that is the sign that Jesus gives that he was going to be in the belly, just as Jonah was in the whale for 3 days. Both went to Sheol according to Jesus. But after 3 days, God spake to the fish and vomited him up to the dry land. And God told Jonah, go to Nineveh and tell them what needs to be told. Jonah doesn't hesitate this time and goes to Nineveh and tells them that in 40 days that God is going to destroy them. The word of Jonah hit the ears of the king, and immediately the king repented, and everyone in town repented of their evil ways, and everyone fasted and prayed, and God saw their works, their good works, and saw that they were repented, and God turned his wrath and decided not to destroy them. Because of this, Jonah was very angry, for he knew that this was going to be the outcome of going there and telling them the warning. And so when it did happen, just as he thought, he was angry, and he went up to the cliff sides, and he was so angry, and then God grew a plant right next to him, which covered him and shaded him from the sun, and talked with Jonah and asked him, why would you want me not to spare them? And all Jonah could do in return is tell them he wishes to die over the salvation of those people. And that's the story of Jonah.